Good afternoon from John Hardin High School for today's baseball action between the visiting Elizabethtown Panthers and the Bulldogs here at John Hardin. I'm Dan McCamish. Along with me tonight is Chris Kiger. Chris, what a day makes.
Yes, sir. This is a lot better than it was Tuesday. A lot better.
In the mid-70s, and the other day it was in the low 40s.
and we were inside. I can't imagine being out there.
It sure got us cool the other day, but we had the Panthers in Central Hardin on Tuesday. We're out at John Hardin here on a Thursday. A beautiful afternoon, sun shining. Have one thing going on. We have a big breeze blowing across going to right field. So maybe 320, 330 down the line is going to be a 280-foot shot today if it gets up in the air.
That's exactly right.
And so we've got the Panthers and John Hardin winless here on the season.
Right.
This is only their 7th game of the year, though, as they've started out. The Panthers, they in turn turned out, and they've had 5 early losses here in the season. But it's really early.
Absolutely.
Has been no baseball weather. And so this is one of those days that's going to get to enjoy and let them play a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. And the wind will play a little bit of a factor, but it's not going to be near as miserable as it was Tuesday night.
No, I think the cold would have been a much larger factor with this. Here's our national anthem.
Play ball.
Play ball, yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's talk a little bit about playing ball here today.
Do that. What kind of lineups we got up today?
Well, let's look at Elizabethtown, what they'll do here to lead it off. Then we'll set up defense and how John Hardin going to go. For Elizabethtown, Wes Irwin will lead it off. He'll be in center field. Spencer Brandenburg will hit second as a DH for Brandon Parsons, the catcher. Logan Greenwell will hit third, batting and playing right field. Paul Fipke will be at short, hitting fourth. Coleman Clark in left field, hitting fifth. Kate Bailey down at third base, hitting sixth. Jay Gregory over at second base today, hitting seventh. Ben Powles is at first, hitting eighth. And Camden Williams, our pitcher, is hitting ninth. And you got John there, Chris?
I've got their lineup. You want me to do their lineup or do their defense?
Let's go ahead and do their lineup. And then we'll
okay, very good. Leading off for John Hardin tonight is Javon Blunt. He is going to be playing left field. Playing, looks like first base, Yuki Reyes will bat second. Batting third for John Hardin tonight is Marco Selajic. He'll be playing second base. A shortstop for John Hardin tonight is Steve Livers. Pitching for John Hardin tonight, Cameron Waller. The catcher tonight, Justin Russell, will be behind the plate. Playing third base for John Hardin, the Bulldogs, Austin Smith. And rounding out the order, Trevor Nelson will be playing center field and batting eighth. Batting ninth, Jay Banks, playing right field.
Mr. Gilbert, Mr. Wilson, our umpires tonight, and up here in the booth, Will Stotz and Jeremy Hall up here helping out tonight on all the work up here for the John Hardin. And Chris, I must say, for the first time in many, many years coming here, I'm in a beautiful and wonderful press box here at John Hardin.
Yes, sir.
And we're really happy.
Could this be like the very first game that's ever been broadcast on TV from the press box? It's like a historic occasion.
It may be, as far as baseball, it may be. And
We should probably sign our name somewhere on the brick wall.
maybe do that. Sign out there in the dirt that way.
In the dirt.
And Bobby may have been here for softball already. So
That's true. That's true.
Hey, and helping out today, we've got Lauren Wilson from Central Hardin, Adam Thomas from Central Hardin, Gabe Stallcup from North Hardin, and Tacoma Yahola, a senior here at John Hardin. Dale Mings is our director today. And Tacoma says he's a senior. He's going to head down to Florida. The school's going to stay in the production business.
Very good.
Going to work with.
Oh, that's real good.
That's part of this, what they do here. And they go on and there's a great career out there. And
Sure.
people can do all this technical stuff. Like,
Yes, sir.
I mean, look at all this gear.
Yes, yes. It's very much needed.
We're very much needed. And
We love our technology and love our TV and social media, that's for sure.
well, we want to, we're happy to be here and we're ready to play a little ball. And folks, I tell you, from 44 and a wind chill about 0.
Yes, sir.
We're ready to go.
I did notice all the players tonight are not. Most of them are not wearing sleeves. So,
Well, here we go. We're ready to go.
Finally.
First pitch,
All right, good pitch.
call strike 1.
Number 8, Cameron Waller is their pitcher tonight. I believe he's a senior. Is that right?
I'll have to look over here on my other sheet.
I've got to
here.
look too.
And that nipped him right
He's
there.
a junior. We got a hit batter, so that gives Elizabethtown their first runner of the night. That's Wes Irwin, their center fielder, that reached base.
Well, we talked Coach Pitts before the game was open. Let me comment. He said, "How many times you see a team go out and get a 6-run inning and
Yes.
then lose the inning 7-6?"
Yes.
And he was talking about the other night. He said it's just one of those things. He said you do things right and it's just a little twitch here and there. And there's a hard shot to short.
Gets by the shortstop and hustling is Irwin to run around and take an extra base. Ball gets away from the third baseman. So, and I guess an error to the shortstop there. Puts runners for E-Town at second and third with nobody out. That was Spencer Brandenberger hit that ball.
Well,
The
a
DH.
fielding error and a throwing error.
Yes.
So actually, I'm gonna list this too because I think we had to because we couldn't let a runner go to second.
Yes.
And
And now batting for Elizabethtown is the right fielder for
Logan.
Elizabethtown, Logan Greenwell.
pitched a little high. That ball was hit hard. Livers tried to backhand it going below his left, and he hit it and knocked it down, but it rolled away about 40 feet. And then
Wow, well hit into the gap and left center.
and
Center fielder goes over, makes the play, gets it in. Nice play right there.
Yeah, Nelson came way across, a long way to get the wind blowing it to him, but it's going to be enough to score the run. So Greenwell will get a sacrifice fly.
And Elizabethtown scratches first with a run.
Now hitting for the Panthers, number 12, shortstop, Paul Fipke.
Now coming to the plate for Elizabethtown, their shortstop, number 12, Paul Fipke, who pitched the other night against Central.
Yeah, and if he's not pitching, he's usually at short. And when he goes to short and Gregory goes to second, they've got a real good
Yes.
middle infield
Yes.
right here. Real good.
Those two have played those positions together for a long, long time through Little League. And
Piles has some experience at first. They give
Yes.
them pretty solid there. Look at the infield.
2 balls, no strikes, couple of pitches inside.
You can hear that pop.
Yes, you
up
can.
there.
I love
That's-
that sound.
Yeah, that's good.
That means it's springtime when you hear that sound. 2 balls, no strikes. That one's up again. So we had 3-0, 3 balls, no strikes on the batter, Paul Fipke, with a runner,
And Waller
Spencer Brandenberger on second base.
sort of bent over there like something might be bothering him a little bit. I don't know. He just kind of leaned
Right.
and held his back a little bit. We'll watch that. Coleman Clark on deck. Cade Bailey in the hole. E-Town would like to get a big inning and ball
Ball
4.
4. He's been up. Every one of those has been up.
Overthrowing just a little bit. That puts
it's-
runners at first and second. And still no one. Yeah, there's one out. Wasn't a fly, sacrifice fly. Here's
For the Panthers,
here's Coleman.
left fielder number 26, Coleman Clark.
So one out, runners on first and second for E-Town. And that hit him.
Well, threw it behind him and nipped him in the back of the shirt. So for the second time this inning, we got a runner on with a hit by pitch, and that loads him up.
Yes, it does. I believe you're right. He seems like he's favoring his back, lower back on his right side there.
Well, it might explain pitches up if it's tight.
Yes.
Now, John Hardin will bring the corners in. They're going to come in at first and third so they can go to the plate. Well, actually come in at short too.
Nice pitch. Right there on the outside part of the plate. Yeah, bases loaded. Your defense kind of has plenty of options to get it out here.
Yeah.
And like I said the other night, just get it out. Get it out here somewhere.
No place for Cade Bailey to go. That
Whoa,
ball is hit
roped
hard.
that hard into the gap.
And it's on the ground. One run in. Second run is going to score as Blount is able to get over there and cut it off quickly and get it in. But 2 runs are going to score as Brandenburg's going to score and Pipke will score from second.
2 RBIs for Cade Bailey there.
Bailey's single.
Nice, well hit ball.
Now hitting for the Panthers, second baseman number 25, Jay Gregory.
Here's Gregory with runners at first and second, and Blunt hustling cut that ball off and got it in to keep the runners from going to third. And that's important.
Yes. Good pitch. Strike 1, no balls, and 1 strike on Jay Gregory, the second baseman.
Early in the year, but this is a second district game for John Hardin. They played Tuesday at North and lost that one 9-2. Oh, he wanted that one, but made up his mind too late. Good pitch.
Way ahead here with a no balls, 2 strike count on Jay Gregory. Wow, another well hit ball at the left field.
Bloop. And there
Ball in. Blount
long
comes up
throw.
throwing.
A cut, the throw to the plate, and
Nice play.
got to play at second. Got him at second. Heads up play there on the part of Russell. So that'll be a base hit by Gregory, and then he's going to be thrown out 4.
Yeah, good luck with that. 4.
Well, it actually it was 7,
4.
7, 6, 7, 6, 2, 4.
First baseman number
But it's 4-2.
You got it.
I'm sorry, 2-4.
And then Clark came in to score, so that gives them 4 runs, right?
Clark came in to score, and Bailey
advanced to third. Yes, exactly right. So we got 2 outs. Runner Cade Bailey on third, and the batter is Ben Piles, first baseman for Elizabethtown.
Help yourself back to the pitcher. And so Piles will ground, they'll go 1-3 for the third out for the Panthers. They had 2 batters hit by pitches, a sacrifice fly, and I'm going to show we had, tell me on Brandenburg here, I'll look back up here. He was on with an error, that's right. So we did have 2 singles. So I had 4 runs, I had 2 hits, or 2 errors.
I'm going to follow you and trust you.
And there was 1 left on base.
Yes.
So we've got a half inning in. Panthers up 4 here in the top of the inning.
Correct. The Panthers will put Camden Williams on the mound today. He'll be pitching to Brandon Parsons, the catcher. Ben Piles is at first base for Elizabethtown. Jay Gregory is the second baseman. Paul Pipke is the shortstop. Third baseman is Cade Bailey in left field. Look at Coleman Clark. Center field is Wes Irwin, and in right field is Logan Greenwell. That's the defense. And then John Hardin will send to the plate this inning Javon Blount, Yuki Reyes, and Marco Slachik.
Justin.
And we'll take a quick moment here, and we'd like to thank those people who make all this possible.
Center fielder, Trevor Nelson.
This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools, and live Channel 1 programming, tape programming, is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, West Point Bank, Bluegrass Cellular, and eTown Exterminating. And we'll
Mug-a-bug.
Yeah, we'll talk a little about them in just a minute. And,
I like saying mug-a-bug. It's fun.
okay, and so on Brandenburg's Telecom Channel 1, you get the live broadcast, and then you get all local HCEC-TV programs. Comcast Channel 2, Brandenburg Telecom, and TWC Cable Channel 25. First pitch.
Inside to Javon Blount. Fouled off right over our heads for strike one. This is Camden. Camden Williams is a freshman at Elizabethtown. He's on the mound today. I guess this would be his first, maybe his first district game pitching.
Brandon Parsons behind the plate's a freshman.
Yes.
So they probably played a little bit together between the
Absolutely.
JV and everything. Has a pretty good looking arm out
Yeah.
there. Ball's hit hard in the hole.
And he gets through for a base hit.
Pipke couldn't get to it. So Blount starts it off here like you're supposed to. Let's get a hit. It's going.
Right. Blount's a senior.
Second for the
right.
Bulldogs. First baseman,
Senior.
number 1, Yuki Reyes.
Yuki Reyes.
Let's
His
see here
batting.
now. So we do a little bunting, we do a little stealing. So let's see how they do with a freshman on the mound. If they'll check his throw over there. Blount's got good speed.
Hope he tried. Didn't get it down. Strike one to Yuki Reyes. He has a great baseball name. Love it.
He went quite a bit out of the box after
Yes, he
that
did.
one. If he touched it, he might have been called out. It's hard to say.
Well, it's hard as an umpire to keep an eye on everything. That part too.
But see, that's the part of being umpire. You're blind. You can't hear.
Blind in one eye, can't see out of the other.
That's right. And deaf.
Yes.
And always right.
Yes. Yes. Williams is respecting the speed at first by throwing over, just keeping things honest.
That's what one of the major league umpires said. He slid into third and he yelled, "Out." And the runner said, "You know I was safe." And he said, "Yeah, I know you were, but 50,000 people just saw me say out, so you're out." It's
1 ball, 1 strike on Yuki Reyes, the first baseman for John Hardin's Bulldogs.
balls hit hard, but right at Pipke.
Yes.
Pipke is able to backstep and get that little line drive.
Yes. Hit it pretty good. Now coming to the plate for John Hardin High School, Marco Salajic, the second baseman.
Number 10, Marco Salajic.
Salajcic.
And he's a senior. I believe he's been here for about 3 years. Seems like the paper said that. And he pitches for John Hardin as well. First pitch to him is a strike.
Good breaking pitch.
So no balls, 1 strike. With the runner at first. That one broke over the plate as well.
Kelly style looks like it's going a little high, but what really comes in
is.
about a little below the shoulders. That's what you call that high curveball.
Yeah.
Now you drive that ball to right field, you may get some yardage out of it. It's
Right. Oh. And that hit him.
I don't know. He's got look like an elbow sleeve on. I hope he does because I heard it click.
Yeah. Popped him good.
So Salajic's down, hit by a pitch. Runners now at first and second, one away, and here's Steve Livers, the shortstop.
Heading forth for the Bulldogs, shortstop number 3, Stephen.
Another senior.
Coach Pitts saying he stuck his elbow out there. Pitch was inside. I think he's trying to fend it off and just hit there. So, all right, holding on in second or letting him loose at first.
Good stop there. Parsons' ball in the dirt, ball 1. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Hit, shortstop.
Pipke
Flip to
one,
second.
Gregory not in time, but they get the force at second, so that'll be a fielder's choice. And that puts Livers to first. It gets Selagic out 6-4 for the second out. And Blount goes to third, so we have runners at first and third now. Cameron Waller, the pitcher.
Yes. Help himself here.
Yes, he can. Let's see if they're running it first with 2 outs. Yes, he
There he
is.
goes.
First pitch. And there's no throw. It'll be a stolen base for Livers.
Base hit possibly scores 2. We'll see. Like you said earlier, anything hit to left field is going to get slowed up. But anything to the right is going to carry because that wind is kind of shifting that way.
Yeah. Good pitch on the corner.
Yes.
John Hardin trying to get on the board here. 2 away.
Yes.
Runners at second and third.
Yep.
And the throw to first. That'll be a strikeout.
Good heads-up
with
play
assist,
there.
2-3. And so we get 3 outs. They had 1 hit.
Yes.
And they left 2 on base. And they had no runs. So no runs, 1 hit. No errors. 2 left on base. And no runs. So we got 1 hit, 4-0.
So E-Town wins the first inning. That's what we used to try to tell our players is try to win innings.
Try to win innings.
Try to win an inning.
There you go.
And if you win all the innings, probably going to win the game.
Well, that's
You know?
pretty good.
Yeah.
For the Panthers, they'll have Camden Williams, the pitcher, to lead it off, along with Wes Irwin and Spencer Brandenburg up their second round. And I'm going to go back over and say thank you again here. And let me run through our sponsors once again. Brandenburg Telecom, they provide service on all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, providing more personal attention for more effective results with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. They're online at physicaltherapyky.com, etownapartments.com by Mark Harris Construction. If you need a new pad, you can hop on over to etownapartments.com or give them a call at 270-268-RENT, 270-268-RENT, R-E-N-T. West Point Bank, 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Glendale, West Point, and Upton. And you can find them online at westpointbank.com. Let West Point Bank help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Bluegrass Cellular, offering some of the most affordable, unlimited plans anywhere. Wireless works when you come to Bluegrass Cellular. You visit them at bluegrasscellular.com. And the Rich is over at E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at
Mugabug.com.
Okay.
Wow.
And again, our help out here today, we want to thank Lauren Wilson, Adam Thomas, Gabe Stallcup, and Tacoma Yahola, and Dale Mings, our director.
Thank you, guys.
They're out here
gals.
in shirt sleeves today and
Yes.
those big fur coats.
They earned their pay the other
Yes,
night.
they did. Here we go, second inning.
Swung on up the middle. Nice
Good.
play there.
Good catch.
He played him just perfectly. Line out to the second baseman for the first out. First pitch, too. That was a good little play there. Had a little some spin on it as it went out.
Yep.
Tail to it.
So Williams lines a fly ball to 4, F4. If you're keeping score with us, and please don't keep your
Yeah, exactly.
So here's Wes Irwin.
Good play by
Hit by
Slajic
pitch.
there. Make that out. First pitch swung on and missed to Wes Irwin. That one curved in for strike 2. That one looked like it was going to hit him, but it broke right on over. You got to be smart here. You get ahead. Don't want to throw anything fat to him. Just like that. Made him guess. That's good. Pitch.
Foul down the first baseline.
My problem is when I pitch is I try to see how quickly I can get people out. You can't do that.
No.
There's an art to it. You got to popped up.
A lot of wind, so you need to watch.
Yes.
You know, it's a tough play for the catcher.
Yep.
And that
Pick it up.
was not the catcher's ball. He never got turned on it.
No.
And that you get rid of the mask, you got to find that ball, and you got to be playing it just like the infielders, and you really got to have the pitcher or third baseman run you off that one.
Yes.
Because I don't think he ever found it when it went up.
No. You play catcher, you know that's the first thing you do is turn your back and find it.
Yeah, if you have to back into the infield, that's okay, but you got to get your back turned quickly.
Yes. It's a tough play. Like you said, because the ball is spinning.
Straight up, and it's hard to practice that even
Yes.
at the plate. I mean, even beforehand, but you want to become an outfielder, infielder, just like everybody else, so hopefully you got a guy who can run you off of it when you can't find it like that.
Right.
So.
Then you got to contend with that mitt being kind of not the same as a glove.
Well, and there's another hit now.
Hit again. It's the second time he's been hit.
So that's so Irwin, who has a pop-up, should be out his own base.
Yes.
Here's Brandenburg.
And when that happens, you got to take advantage of it. You got to make it hurt.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You
Can't
lost
give
an out,
outs.
you get an extra bat that way.
No, that's right.
It's an extra out you get.
Got
and
him.
they got him.
Yeah, he's got to execute here. This is not. Yeah, good job.
Nice job. No throw.
play.
Good job. It picked off. He was definitely going, and
Caught him leaning. Good move. Had a good throw. There's another thing you got to work on. That whole rundown thing is looks easy, but boy, it ain't. It's not. It ain't. There's good English. So that gives us 2 outs. That brings Spencer Brandenburg. Well, he was already at the plate.
yeah, and it's makes up for the pop fly because
Line
there's a
drive.
line drive and a 1-2-3 inning then.
That's what they call an atom ball. You know what an atom ball is, right?
No, go ahead and tell me. Hits right at you, Adam.
Right at them. This is the kind you hit right at them.
Right at him?
Right at
Okay,
'em.
all right. Okay.
They hit 2 that inning right at them.
Well,
And that's the way
That's
it goes
good.
sometimes.
we got an inning and a half in. We're still
we
at
do.
4-0. E-Town on that inning had no runs. They had no hits. They had nobody left on base, no errors. And we get the John Hardin second inning. And that's going to be Justin Russell, Alston Smith, and Trevor Nelson as the scheduled hitters. And if you go over, Mr. Chris,
Yes, sir.
we can take days like this, all these area teams, and, well, teams around the state, they need a little warm weather.
Yes.
We need to get, I think tomorrow's schedule will be pretty good. And then,
Yes.
Then we hear Saturday maybe a lot of rain and then another cold snap.
Yes.
And this will probably air. Our next broadcast is going to be 1 week from today. That'll be on be Central Hardin at North Hardin, and a big key district game
Yes.
coming up. And North's off to a pretty good start.
Yes.
And if Central can win that game, they'd get an early driver's seat.
Yes, they would. That first pitch was up to Justin Russell, ball 1.
around the area, you look at LaRue County, Adair
Yes.
County, Washington County, some pretty good teams.
Good pitch right there. Breaking ball on the outside part plate, swinging. Had a good break to it. We got a 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Justin Russell.
Williams seems to throw with really a pretty good velocity.
Yes.
And being young, you're going to learn some control, learn how to take some things off of it. But he shows some real promise.
Strike 2 makes the count 2-2 to Justin Russell, the junior catcher. Swung on, popped up into shallow right center field.
A lot of wind and carried over.
And Irwin makes the play.
Yes, he did.
So 1 down. That brings third baseman Austin Smith. Another pitcher for John Hardin. I believe he's a junior as well. And sophomore.
Yep.
And sometimes the breaking ball doesn't break. Ball 1. That one went behind him.
And you get to duck.
Yes. That'll make you think. I don't know.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised sometime in the future that they don't start requiring some mask on pitchers.
Right.
As I were, one in the major leagues was hit by a line drive last night. The second time he'd ever been hit by one in college, I think. And fortunately, he's okay.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, I believe in softball, don't the girls on pitchers wear masks?
I think I was watching the game the other night. It seemed like every one of them was wearing
Yeah, I mean, it's
a
an option.
mask.
But I'm not sure. I don't know how much that affects everything, but just some facial protection.
Yes.
All is hit.
Nice
play,
play.
Irwin.
Nice play.
Irwin got on his horse. That was a sinking line drive. He came a long way to get that.
We're out number 2.
To center field, so that's 2 away. And neither pitcher striking anybody out, but they're letting that defense work behind them a little
exactly
bit. That's
right.
good.
And the other night at the E-Town Central game, pitchers were getting what they wanted, ground outs. They
They didn't execute.
couldn't execute, right.
You know, like I said, I think a lot of that it's just weather. You just can't.
Yes.
You go out there and your arm freezes, and then a ball's hit to you, and you're trying to throw it across the infield, and it just got hard to stay loose.
Yes.
Both teams had the same problem.
Right, they sure did. Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 2.
Nelson, the center fielder.
Strike 3, and
good
Parsons hangs on.
Good breaking pitch, so we get the strikeout. For the third out, it's 3 up.
The first strikeout of the game, looks like.
Yeah, 3 up, 3 down. And now we had one
Strikeout early,
system.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Had one a little earlier because that was Waller struck out and they threw him out. But that goes no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And we slid through 2 innings here. And it's still 4-0 the Panthers. And for the Panthers in this 3rd inning that will come up, it'll be Greenwell, Fipke, and Clark, the scheduled hitters.
Yes.
And this is an HCEC-TV student production, a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, EatTownApartments.com, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Special thanks to our crew today, Lauren Nelson and Adam Thomas from Central Hardin, Gabe Stahlcup from North Hardin, and Tacoma Yahola here from John Hardin. He's the senior crew there today. And Dale Mings, our director, who's stayed in the truck with a heater the other day. Did I tell you that one?
No, I didn't hear that.
Dale was warm.
He's a smart man.
Smarter
than the average bear.
I give him credit. That's good. But we have a beautiful day. We've got a little wind, but it's, what is it, 75 maybe out here?
I'd say you're right. And, you know, I checked the weather, I guess, yesterday, and I knew it was going to be windy today, but during the game they said the wind would die down, and it's true to order.
I think it has.
It's nice.
A little blowing, but it has died down some. And again, we'll mention here at John Hardin, we're calling out of this brand new press box here. We're happy to be here as well.
Yes.
Well needed here.
Very
but it's been
nice.
several
Yes.
years, but they have one over at the softball field right
Yes.
behind us, and
They've always had good facilities here, but they never had the
never got the
score.
press box.
Right. But now they do.
We do now.
First pitch is swung on and hit to right field by Logan Greenwell. And the right fielder for John Hardin hauls it in for out number 1.
And
It was Jay Banks from John Hardin hauling that one in for out number 1. That brings up Paul Thipke to shortstop for the Panthers.
Number 12, Paul Thipke.
He walked the first time up and scored. Here comes the pitch. Nice pitch right across the plate. Strike 1. Swung on, fouled, out of play for strike 2. No balls. 2 strikes on the shortstop for E-Town. So did they tell you the same thing when you pitched and when there's an 0-2 count? Be careful.
nobody's supposed to hit an 0-2 pitch.
Oh, okay, got it.
Down to third to throw to first.
Nice play right
Nice
there.
play. Smith up with it. Gets it over to Reyes. And that goes 5-3.
5-3. It's routine, and baseball is a game of routines, and that's why they do. That's great play.
Hitting for the Panthers, left field,
Made it look easy.
26, Coleman Clark.
The hot corner.
Yes, sir.
Popped up. Wait up in the air. Who's got it? Second
somebody.
base is going to call this, and that is
A
Salajic.
quick inning right there. Selected.
Yes.
Yes, 3 outs. How many
Yeah.
pitches? 1, 2, 5 pitches. Got out of the inning. That's good for the pitch count.
Good on the pitch count, but you know what? You go back, and that's 7 in a row. He said, I'm sorry, 8 in a row.
Nice.
So he got the last 2 out in the first. He went 1, 2, 3 last inning, 1, 2, 3 this inning, and that's that.
Yes. Now, I had a baseball coach tell me once that they always put the ugly kids at third base. Is there
that
truth
right?
to that? You ever heard that before?
No, I played third base once.
Okay.
Ruins that. Put a kid that couldn't catch down at third base.
Well, you know, third, there's a whole lot of reaction. There's not much, you know. Wow.
Oh, me. No, you know what? The booth just checked in and said ugly was right.
Rest my case. Wow. That's
Wow.
a voice from the heavens right there. That's kind of frightening.
That's right. And you know, we sit here and can talk about it, but all we worried about is the graphics and the graphics people taking care of us.
Yes,
'Cause
exactly.
they do a good job for us. But
Yes, they do.
Dale could mess us up, but
But you know, when you play in the middle, the short and second, there's room, there's time to get in front of
Yes,
balls.
that's
But
right.
third,
No.
it's a reaction.
and
Especially play softball.
First technically doesn't get as many ground balls that third baseman's going to get because it's more right-handed batters.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, I go too far back to see the Cleat Boyers, but the Brooks Robinsons, and my gracious, he was just, and there was others. I mean,
Leading off for John Hardin, at the bottom of the third is Jay Banks, the right fielder, number 32. Hit just fouled on the first base line. Strike 1.
and you take John got off to a little rough start there, but the boy they
Yeah,
have
settling
settled
in. Wow.
in. Well, it's again a building here, and
It is.
But you got a little more experience coming back, and like I said, this is
Swinging.
early on.
It is. And you know, the beginning of the game, there's jitters. Now it's the third inning. You kind of get settled in and do what you've been practicing. Strike 3. Swinging, strike 3. That'll bring Javon Blount to the plate, who had a hit the very first time up. He's John Hardin's left fielder, wearing number 11.
Bulldogs. Left fielder, Blunt.
Nice pitch right there, right over the plate. Curveball, little breaking ball there.
Bottom of the third, 4-0 our score. The Panthers lead this one.
Javon is a senior playing the outfield. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside.
Outside for ball 2. That one was up. 3 balls, 1 strike on the senior left fielder. And he walked him.
And he'll take it.
Yes, he will.
His second time on base.
Now, the last time Yuki batted, he lined out to the shortstop.
That's right.
Tipke made a good play on him.
Now hitting for the Bulldogs, first baseman, Reyes.
Yuki Reyes. Wonder what to do. I gotta look at the third baseman's creeping in a little bit, expecting a bunt. Swung on, strike 1.
Didn't look like a bunt.
No. No, it did not.
You're right. Bailey comes in. He's right at the edge of the grass. John down 4-0. Oh, watch over there. That's a walk off. You have to always watch. And Williams was just waiting for him to walk and see if he was looking.
Runner's going. And he's safe.
Well, we got a
Head
stolen
first
base.
slide.
Stolen base. That puts a runner in scoring position. Now, if Reyes can get a hit here, we might complete a run here.
0-2 count on Reyes. There's a big hole between first and second. And he hit it
hits
right back in the middle.
Up the middle, we're going to get a play at
Nice
second,
stop
though.
there.
Gregory.
Yeah. Good play by Gregory Butt. Productive out, moving the runner over.
So that's the second out of the inning. Reyes Blunt moves to third base. That's where he was in the first inning.
Now hitting for the Bulldogs,
Now
second
batting,
baseman, Marco
Second
Solajic.
baseman, Marco Solajic, number 10.
But at third base.
Marco's a senior as well.
Wild pitch. Pass
Yes, there you
ball,
go.
Balk.
Go through your 7 ways of scoring.
Error.
And Williams is going from the windup, which is interesting.
A hit.
2 balls, no strikes to Marco. Bulldog, second baseman. Swung on, fouled behind us.
And you know, this is varies from coach to coach, player to player. What do you feel comfortable with? 2 outs, runner at third, or no outs, runner at third, nobody else there. Do you want to take that wind up?
Good question.
You get your runner a little bit more room down at third base.
Right.
Especially on a pass ball, because he's already got a good lead.
Right.
And you should be getting more of a lead on the pitch to the plate. Now, catchers can take advantage of that. They can come out with a play and go right down to third with a pitch. And there's a foul, out of play.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, I don't know if with a lead, a 4-0 lead, if that makes a difference. But I hear what you're saying. Keeps them a little bit closer going from the stretch. I have 3 balls.
Well, I did too, but I can't see the board with the way the sun's reflecting here.
Okay, maybe I missed one. Marco walks. Nobody's
out hitting for the
contesting it.
What
So
we're saying is a base on ball. There
yes,
you go.
sir.
Here's Steve
I
Livers.
should pay better attention. Yes, Stephen Livers.
Livers on with a fielder's choice his last time up. Made it out at second, or they threw it out at second.
Good stop right there. Saved a run. I remember a coach telling me you don't have to catch it. You just got to keep it in front of you.
Well,
Which
in
is,
most cases, that's correct.
yes.
If it gets by, it's going to be a run with 2 outs. And Williams has lost the plate here. Throwing hard.
Yes.
Velocity's good, but he hadn't found the plate.
2 balls and no strikes to Livers. There's the curveball. Swung on and missed. Interesting. That one was up. 3 balls.
3 and 1.
Yeah, I've got 3 and 1, but
And
I've been
2
known to
outs.
be wrong. So
So if it gets 3-2, the runner will be moving, of course.
yes.
Could be moving 3 and 1. He is moving 3 and 1. There's a
Swung
swing
on.
and foul back.
Interesting.
Well, you know, he's got to come with a pitch or
Yes.
walk him. So you send a runner and you get a base hit, you may score.
Right, that's true.
And
And yeah,
wasn't bad to run on 3,
No.
1, 2 outs. If he does throw it down and throw him out for some reason, you got him to lead the inning off. But
sure.
now they're not holding him on, and so he should get a walking lead. They're going to concede.
Batter calls timeout. No reset.
A little bit surprised you they're not holding him at first at all.
It's hit, but Irwin got good speed. He runs over and tracks it down for out number 3.
To Livers with a fly to center with the 3rd out of the inning. We had a hit batsman, no hits, no runs and no hits, no errors. There were 2 left on base, but we've gone through 3 now, and it's still a 4-0 game. And that completes 3, 4-0. The Panthers lead this one over the Bulldogs for Elizabethtown in the 4th inning. Remember what that is going on. Cade Bailey, Jay Gregory, and Ben Piles are the scheduled hitters. So someone has turned on the sound system.
Yes, sir, they certainly have. Okay, so the other night, I mean, obviously John Hardin has super nice facilities here. This field has always been in great shape. Can you remember some of the fields you played on, some of the better fields, the fields that you enjoyed? Like, for example, I've been to Glasgow, and it's kind of an old school style baseball stadium.
You know, I'm trying to tell you, I played at big places like Howell Valley. They had a backstop. We had 4 bases and a big field.
Did they?
At Vine Grove at that time, even at North Hardin. We
Yes.
did not have fences. We played in the city park.
Got it.
We had dirt, sand infields, a lot of grass went downhill.
Yes.
And if you hit it 500 feet and you're playing 500 feet deep, it's just a big out.
Like, okay.
You know, I didn't hit 500 feet, but I'm just saying, enclosed parks at that time were probably, we played the Panthers, E-Town Panthers and E-Town Catholic played at the old city ballpark in E-Town where the Pritchard Community Center stands.
Right,
now.
right.
No outfield fences.
Oh, wow.
And
So I guess playing at a place that had a fence was kind of a luxury.
Fort Knox, the only place that
Okay.
had one. Here we go.
It's a big swing there by Cade Bailey, strike 1. Cade Bailey playing 3rd tonight for Elizabethtown. He was their DH the other night, I believe.
Bailey, Gregory, Piles, scheduled hitters. Another took a little off that one.
Sure did. Way ahead.
Mr. Waller's really settled
He
in here at
has.
that first inning.
Really has. The first 5 batters were kind of rough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Call, strike
Nice.
3.
We get to write a backwards K this time.
I did. But he got the last two in the first inning. Then he got 1, 2, 3 in the second, 1, 2, 3 in the third. And he's got the leadoff man here in the fourth. So 8, that's 9 in a row he's put down.
Yes, he sure has. His back doesn't seem to be bothering him anymore. Maybe he's loosened up. Swung on third base. Bobbled it. Can't pick it up.
Well,
Gregory's quick, too.
I'm going to go back and change a little bit because we did have a hit batsman that was picked off.
Yes.
So that was, E-Town had the batter that was hit. In that second inning, Irwin was hit, and then he got picked off.
Right.
So they did get a runner on, but still, it just went a 1, 2, 3 inning with him. All right, Gregory's on with air. E5 puts him on first. Got a big lead over there, a big lead. Looking at the bunt.
Oh,
They
he
got
was
him.
out.
They got him.
Caught him leaning. Wow.
Second pickoff of the day. And he had a big lead. I just said he had a big lead, and that's a.
He had a big lead, and he moved just a tad to second. That was enough to not get him back. Get back in time.
Yeah, and it's.
Good call. Way to look. Way to see that.
Well, it was pretty obvious he's going to try to take off, and then I mean he had a big lead.
He did.
But like you said, it.
And there, look at that. He got a hit. 2-out hit would have moved him to third.
Or even more than that, if he'd stolen the base.
Yeah.
That might have scored him. It would have scored him.
So Piles with a good hit. The left field. Now batting Camden Williams, the pitcher.
Williams hit a pop up to the second base his first time up. Hit a little line drive.
Yeah. That one gets away from the catcher just a bit. Just enough to move him. That's all it takes.
It was a wild pitch.
Looky there, a hit, pass ball. And they're back in business.
But if you're not picked off, you either have runners
Right.
at second and third, or you have a chance of maybe a runner, being at second with a run in.
Sure.
And all Mr. Waller needs to do is just settle back. He's got 2 outs. He needs to concentrate right here on this batter.
Yes. It's hit hard.
Hit hard and and a drop and no time. But all we're going to do is
It's tough right there. It's tough hop right there.
Williams is on with the error on the shortstop.
He hit it hard.
Yes, he did. And then the saving grace was he's only allowed the runner to move over to third.
Correct.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 13, Irwin.
So now we got first and third. 2 outs. That brings Wes Irwin, the center fielder
And
for
Wes,
Elizabethtown.
he's been hit twice.
Yes.
I wonder if he feels like he's being picked on.
That's a
there.
good question.
Now we'll see if the E-Town's going to run. I think they will. I think they're trying to get runner in scoring position.
First pitch is outside and low. Ball 1.
I think they were anticipating a fastball up a little bit, didn't run him that time. And again, I don't know all the speeds here. You got your pitcher. They didn't put a DH in, did they? A designated runner, I'm sorry, DR.
Yes, sir. Popped up into the right side of the infield. Second baseman moves over. Squeezes it, makes the third out.
Selagic pulls it down, and he comes right back, gets the pitch he wants, and gets out of that inning. And so we get a F to the fly ball to the second baseman for the third out. The Panthers leave 2 on base. They get 1 hit, no runs. There were 2 errors in the inning. And we still have a 4-0 score after 3.5.
Yes.
And for John Hardin, it looks in this inning that we're going to be looking at Cameron Waller, the pitcher, Justin Russell at the catcher, and Austin Smith, the third baseman, as the scheduled hitters here in the 4th for John Hardin. This game moving right along, and we get to, again, talk a little bit with our sponsors here a little bit, and our ball games and softball, and a lot of all our spring sporting events that it goes to. We're here with thanks of some wonderful people that sponsor some of this. Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, West Point Bank, Bluegrass Sailor, and eTown Exterminating. And if you drop by, you see somebody you know them, thank them for being a sponsor, so we can keep high school sports out there to you. And I'll tell you what, it's still just something to see. I was talking to Coach Pitts, Zeke Pinkham up at U of L had an early injury.
Yes.
And might have a red shirt year. I don't know if he's going to get to come back or not. He was going to probably be the starting catcher. You got Squires up at UK, represented this area, well represented in D1 ball. And,
yes, sir. It's big time.
Yes, it is.
And Kentucky's ranked nationally. You know, well, I think Louisville is too. Great programs.
Okay, Waller the hitter.
Nice play.
Fipke
Steps and throws. And wow.
missed
Brought
him.
Wow. Brought him off the bag. The first baseman came off the bag to catch the ball and tried to make the tag, but they say he was safe.
Made a swipe tag. They're going
Let's
to
see
go
what
back.
they're going to talk here.
And
And
he's
they
out.
reversed
They
it.
reversed it. They appealed it. Home plate umpire said he did get him. So no error on the throw. It's going to be 6-3. I thought maybe he did get him, but I didn't. I don't have any angle here to look. But when he took the swing at him there with the glove, it looked like it hit him. The glove slowed down going around.
Good pitch on the inside part. Breaking ball, too.
Justin Russell, the hitter. Too high. 1-1.
Yeah, the TV broadcast here in town of the sports, it's gives you a chance to stay home and watch the game, and that's nice.
Well,
they do a good job too. It's
yeah,
really done well.
You get, of course, I mean, we're taping today, which is wonderful. We can get the game on and it'll be on fairly quickly, and the other part, come out and support these kids.
Yes.
And a lot of activities. I mean, we have got some things happening. Big fly right there to Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
And so we got an F8 fly to the center fielder.
That's the second time
out.
he's
Yes, it is. Yeah.
flown, flying out in the center field.
But a lot of track and field events going on.
Yes.
And we got some real track programs around here that these kids off to. They'll finish up their season when they have the state tournament. Don't be surprised if you don't have a state champion or two around here.
High and outside. First pitch to Austin Smith, the third baseman for the John Hardin Bulldogs. Popped up into the infield. Bailey's calling it. Makes the play. The third out of the inning.
So, ground out and 2 fly balls. And 1, 2, 3 inning. Third out is out of the way. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We've gone through 4 in the book now. It's 4-0. The Panthers, all 4 of those coming in the first inning. For Elizabethtown in the 5th. We're going to be looking at, I'll get all this down here and get where I'm going back here. Am I looking correctly? Third out there. There we go. I'm looking over here. Brandenburg, Greenwell, and Fipke are the scheduled hitters. Got a black score sheet, and I'm writing on it with a black pen. And I go to look at my lines where I've marked the inning.
Right. So you were just talking about all the different activities, sporting things that are going on around the town. What do you think about fishing and archery? They have teams that do that. They practice and have competitions as well.
I always thought I'd have been really good coaching fishing.
I think I'd like that too. It'd be fun to practice that.
Today we're going to practice the wraparound big toe technique. We put the hook in the water, a little bait, tap it on your big toe, and stretch way back here.
Yes, but I guess I was talking to somebody from Elizabethtown whose son was on the fishing team, and they have folks that sponsor them and give them boats, and they go down to the big lake, down to Columbia. What's the big lake down there?
Oh, you talking about Green River?
I guess that'd be Green River. It's a pretty big deal. That sounds like fun.
Well, I'll tell you, if Tuesday they'd been fishing, it wouldn't have been fun.
Oh, that's true. Now that's a good point.
But 90% of the fish are caught by 10% of the fishermen. You know that, don't you?
That's right.
Fishermen are fishermen. They know when to fish and how to fish.
Okay.
One of the former guys I was able to work with at West Hardin, he's a big Ohio River fisherman.
Okay.
Does not eat the fish, but he posts every once in a while these like 50-pound catfish he catches.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's a real,
wow.
I mean, he's real sport. He puts them back, but he's very good at that. And
got it.
I wouldn't even know what to think when that big. It's
This is Spencer Brandenburg.
ground ball foul.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know how good this guy is because his pictures weigh 20 pounds.
Wow. Fishing stories. Wow. So we got an 0-2 count on the DH for E-Town, Spencer Brandenburg. Swung on, hit
short.
right. Nice play. Nice play right there
It's
by the shortstop. Livers. Yeah, he watched that ball right in and
Came right up throwing.
make it a good play right there. Well played. For out number 1, 6-3.
Now hitting for the Panthers, number 17, Greenwell.
This is the right fielder for Elizabethtown, Logan Greenwell. Right on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
My buddy there that fishes, he says he always knows how much his fish weigh because they have scales on them. I don't know.
Oh,
That's terrible, isn't it?
Wow. Mercy. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike to the senior, Logan Greenwell. Wow. I can't compete with jokes like that. That one's up. That makes it 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Well, he could always bring back fish when nobody else could get them. In fact, he was doing so well one summer the game warden went out with him. And because nobody was catching any fish and nobody's bringing any fish in but Rick. And it hit him?
I believe it was ball 4.
Ball 4, okay. And they got out on the water. And they hadn't been out there someplace out in the middle of the river, and Rick raced over and picked up this big stick of dynamite and lit the fuse and threw it in the water and went kaboom. All these fish floated up and he grabbed them. The game warden said, he reached over and grabbed another stick of dynamite. He said, wait a minute, that's illegal. You can't do that. So Rick said, okay, and just hand him the stick of dynamite. He said, what am I supposed to do? He said, I don't know. You can either sit there and hold it or you can go fishing.
Wow. Inside, ball 1 to Paul Thipke, the shortstop for E-Town.
No, but it is work. I mean, you know what? You study the habitat, you study the environment, you study the fish, what to eat, and you make a study of that. If you're going to catch them, you have to know.
It's like scouting.
Well, I mean,
there's ball 2.
Yeah, I used to fish a lot, but we knew where to go, when to go, and we had people at Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake. They would call us and tell us come now, and we would go.
Paul Thipke has 2 balls, no strikes on him here. Swung on and missed right down the middle there.
Archery's been a great sport for the
Yes.
kids, and we've got middle school kids, elementary kids. And listen, they're good.
Yes.
The compound bow has really helped. We just had
The ball outside.
Fiberglass bow, and you learn some rudiments of it, but not like now. They get.
Uh-oh. Yeah, something's wrong with the pitcher, for sure.
Yeah, we said earlier he was.
And here comes Coach Oldham out to see what's going on.
And we mentioned earlier that he had reached back and grabbed his back 2 or 3 times. And so we see that again, and that boy, he just went straight down after that pitch.
Yes, he did.
And if it's a pull in the back, coach, you're going to have to take him out of there, and that's just that. And in that situation, if they do have to make a change, the pitcher will get all the warm-up
Oh,
time.
right.
Yeah. They might let him throw one here just to see.
Oh boy,
He really almost buckled down there. I mean,
sure did.
he's feeling it when he comes off there. That's it.
He's done.
And Coach Oden not going to take any chances here. He's pitching well, and was that Livers going to come in? I believe it is. He's holding that lower back, and he just needs to. So it looks like Livers is coming in from shortstop, and we'll see how that's going to work out.
So Waller goes 5 innings, 5 1/3 innings, and except for that first inning, pitched well.
Good ball game, yes, he did.
Actually, I guess he went 4 in the 3rd innings.
4 in the 3rd innings. All 4 runs charged to him, but we'll look at that, and he's just out on back spasms.
Yeah.
And I hope that's all it is. Hope it's just some spasms.
Something simple. So Livers comes in. I believe we'll see. Livers is a senior coming in to pitch. And like you said, he'll get to throw as many as he wants to get himself loosened up.
Yeah. Well, he's in the game. That helps a little bit.
Yes.
So let me go ahead and let's talk about our sponsors here just a
that.
moment. We'll do that for you and say we're sponsored by Brandenburg Telecom,
he's ready.
Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, West Point Bank,
Now,
Bluegrass Sailor,
Bulldogs, Livers.
eTown Exterminating. We thank all of them. And now let's see who went to short.
Okay, it looks like Waller went to short. The pitcher went to short, looks
You
like.
think so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, he won't be going through all the motions, so
No.
so we'll switch those positions. There's no DH in the lineup.
So Livers comes in. Wait a minute. That's right. He walked him, so it doesn't really matter. Yep. So E-Town, with 1 out, has Paul Thipke at first and Logan Greenwell at second. And that will bring Coleman Clark to the plate. He is the left fielder today for the Elizabethtown Panthers, number 26. He was hit by a pitch the first time. The second time, I'm not sure what he did. You know, Mr. Dan? First pitch,
I'm going to
strike to him.
get back over here and get my lineup going here.
Got it. First pitch is a strike.
I got Bipke on with a walk.
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
swung on, hit into right field, and misplayed.
That's going to get a run, put runners at second and third. That wind got that ball.
Yes, it sure did.
Looked like he had it and just carried over, and that was Clark.
Yes.
Clark had been hit by a pitch and grounded out, or had to pop up to second. So now he's going to get credit with a double. And that's going to bring Greenwell around to score.
And brings Bailey up, the third baseman, to bat with runners at second and third.
Right. Big swing.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know.
Bailey gets his money's worth. I've noticed that. He swings it hard.
Livers had much time as he wanted to warm up, and he just felt like he's ready, but it's a little bit different throwing and what he feels comfortable with. They're in on the corners. Going to try to choke this run down if he can.
Yes. Now, ball's on the outside in the dirt. We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good play right there by Russell.
Yes.
That ball looked like he went over and he went over and got under it, and then just started carrying.
That's going to probably carry out with the wind, and it does. So now we have 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Banks in right field. Like I said, he made a long run over and looked like he got settled, and all of a sudden just like a gust got it and just blew it right over the glove.
Well, you can look at the pine trees on the other side of the
Yeah,
fence, and
and
they're blowing.
Yeah, just gusty right now.
That one was up for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Elizabethtown's third baseman, Cade Bailey.
One away here in the inning, runners second and third, 1 runs in.
Good stop. Walked him. That makes the bases loaded.
And this is Jay Gregory. Gregory has been on with an error. He's also had a single.
Yes.
And then he was picked off.
Yes, he was.
Now hitting for the Panthers, number 25, Gregory.
So now we'll talk a little bit. There's no place to put him. Gregory's a pretty good stick and run that bat around there. And he wants to make contact here. For John Hardin, they need to look at the double play ball. Gregory's got pretty good speed.
Yes, he does.
And Bailey can move pretty quick over at first. Now, the thing here, if it's hit to me, what am I going to do?
Exactly. That's what I used to have to tell myself.
If I'm on the corners right now, I'm playing out, I'm going to come to the plate for the force out.
Right.
In the middle, you can go for 2. If it's hit to the pitcher,
Got exactly
right there.
what they wanted,
Oh,
except,
my.
oh, my.
And there was a comeback or what you wanted, right to the catcher to go to first for the double play, and we get an error on the throw to the plate. So Gregory makes contact. He's going to be on base on a fielder's choice, and then the error to the plate lets the run score.
Base is still loaded with Panthers. That brings Ben Piles, number 10, the first baseman for Elizabethtown, to the plate.
And Piles is he's grounded back to the pitcher, and he singled
Yes.
to left field, hard single. There's a ball hit hard.
Hit hard, and look at that wind taking it into the right field gap, and it's going to fall in for a hit. And comes 1 run in to score.
2 runs to score.
Long single.
No,
exactly
long single.
right.
Yeah, they had to hold up. And so Piles gets a single, and that's going to drive in another run as Clark comes in. And Bailey's now over at third, and Gregory's down at second, and the base is still loaded, still 1 out. And here is Camden Williams.
Pinch hitter, looks like. I think it's
Number 2.
number 2, yep.
That is Noah Freiberger.
Noah Freiberger.
Freiberger is the pinch hitter.
Now hitting for the Panthers, number 2, Freiberger.
Base is still loaded with 1 out for Freiberger. Outside. Ball 1.
Freiberger had a little playing time last year. He's not a total rookie when he comes in there.
No, he's aggressive, got decent speed, and knows the game, has been around the game a while.
Okay, find the pitch you want.
There you go.
But the Panthers are a base hit here, maybe breaking this one open.
Yes, sir. You are correct.
They've got 2 plated, bases loaded, still 1 out. They get 2 swings at it unless there's a double play ball. There's the one that gets
Here
away.
comes, he's going to try to score.
And he does.
He does, standing up.
So there's a wild pitch, and that lets Bailey get home.
So 2 balls and 1 strike to Freiberger here, with runners at second and third.
Gregory goes to second, Piles to second, Gregory to third.
With the score 7-0 at the moment.
8. I got
8.
4 runs
Okay,
in the inning.
that's
yeah.
right. 8.
Whoa, here
Another
comes
wild
another
pitch.
run. Another run. And the Livers not covering the plate. They could score another one here if they're not careful. Livers didn't cover the plate.
Did not. You are correct.
So Gregory heads up, scores on another wild pitch. 5 runs here in the inning. Piles gets over to third, and Piles is a big run right here.
Yes, he is.
And here comes Coach Odom. I don't know that Livers ever really got loose. And we'll just see where this goes from here now. Okay. And we're going to get, it looks to me like left fielder here is going to be Blount. Blount? Think so. And right down at third base with one out is a big run because if the Panthers put that one across,
Yes, sir.
they need a 1, 2, 3 inning or something like this. This game will end a little early. So Blount's going to come in. And Blount, I'm saying Blount. And so he's going to come in. So he will only have his limited number of warm-up pitches.
Which is 7 or is it 8?
I'm starting to say 9. I'm not sure, but he's had no time to loosen out in that bullpen or anyplace else. Camden Williams, Freiberger, is at first. If I read this, Piles is down at third.
Correct.
And we're going to say, Freiberger went back he's on a fielder's choice. And so then we're going to get Irwin's the scheduled hitter, if I'm correct.
Well, this is strange because Freiberger has a 3-1 count on him.
Okay, maybe
So I guess Leiber's in the middle of the at bat, just kind of took himself out.
I'm sorry. I tell you what I did. I've written over a line.
Okay.
So Freiberger's still at bat.
So who don't know what happened there, but we're making a pitching change. So did you do much pitching? You said you caught. You were a catcher, but did you do any pitching?
I don't think I pitched. I pitched maybe one game in high school.
Okay. Were you a 20-run man? You got to pitch whether you were up 20 or down 20?
Well, I might have started one game, but my coach had a lot of sense. He knew people, but I think we had everybody hurt or something.
Right.
I was a 20-run man, all right. Okay. That was the first inning. After that, they scored a bunch. I always thought I could pitch, but that was because I was a catcher.
Right. Well, in some ways you did. You pitched as much as the pitcher did.
Well, I didn't have to throw like that, but
right.
But you had to be
down in that crouch. Do your knees give you problems anymore?
Oh, I don't have any knees.
You don't have
anymore.
any knees. Okay.
But what I'm saying is, they had. I caught some pretty good pitchers in high school.
Yes.
And Terry Jenkins still here in the county. Big Jim Frame went on and played football at U of L and everything.
Goodness.
They could really throw it. Joe Sherrard, who was a lefty, finesse pitcher, could throw, break.
Right. Okay, so we're back at action here.
Is that Irwin?
Javon Blount is on the mound pitching now to Freiberger with a 3-1 count, and he walks him.
Okay. What had happened, he's pinch hitting for
Yes.
Camden Williams, and I was looking at Camden Williams at that,
Right.
so we get a walk.
And that brings up center fielder Wes Irwin.
Now, Irwin comes up now. He will be the ninth hitter in the inning.
Irwin,
Runners at first and third now.
pitching for the Bulldogs, number 11, Blount.
But
That's my scorecard.
Good pitch right there across
I had
the
a
plate.
wonderful high school coach, the late Ted Martin. Ted was just a real good baseball guy, and he really worked with us. I played with some good guys that could really play, and we
Wild pitch gets by the catcher.
there's a run
And
scoring.
there's your 10th run. Piles comes across with the 10th run. Freiberger moves to second.
We never did worry too much. We had a batter crowd the plate. You throw a fastball up under his arms, and
Right.
we move him.
Yes.
Then we could throw stuff at him.
Right.
And we weren't trying to be mean. We just
No,
played it how it was supposed to be
that's
played.
exactly right. That's the part of the game.
We'd run a guy off a plate with a fastball so we could throw a curve.
Sure, setting him up.
Set him up.
That's just a strategy or strategery, however you want to say it.
Yeah,
Just want to miss.
we had that, but we weren't the only ones doing it. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Exactly.
but I want to tell you what, there were some. Earl Blair pitched D-Town Catholic. Jim Burks pitched D-Town, and Back then, you pitched every day.
Yes.
I mean, if you had a pitcher, they could pitch all the time. We didn't play that many games. You didn't play every day. We got a hit by pitch.
Another hit by a pitcher.
Now, Irwin has.
He's been a ball magnet tonight, as they say.
This is 3 times.
Yes.
And 2 different pitchers, so it's not just. So here's Spencer Brandenburg. I'm going to mark out my little inning thing here
There you
again.
go. Still 1 out, Dan.
1 out. And now we got 2 on, first and second.
Swung on to the left field, down the left field line. Left fielder makes the play.
Was that Brandenburg hitting or was that Parsons?
That was Brandenburg,
Okay, I'm going to look here.
and it looked as if he was on the opposite side of the plate that time. He swung
Well,
up there.
I'm going to go back here and see. Yeah, that was Brandenburg. I'm sorry. I was looking at the numbers there. So we got a fly ball to.
Brings up Greenwell with 2 outs, runners at first and second.
Greenwell walked in this inning already. Scored.
Inside, almost hit him. Yeah, he started this rally. Two outs, 1 ball, no strikes on Logan Greenwell with runners at first and second. They got pretty good speed on the bases too. That one almost hit him.
Livers came in and pitched, got recorded no out. So Waller went out with 4 1/3, and Livers didn't record an out. So actually, Blount is in here with 4 1/3 innings. I mean, he got the first out here.
3 balls, no strikes on Logan Greenwell.
Good pitch.
The strike across the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike.
The big thing is the Panthers have struck for 6 runs.
They have.
That one's foul.
Foul. It's hard to
Hit
see
hard.
that ball now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Sun's coming down.
So we got a full count, which 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runners will be moving on this.
Right, and if you get a base hit here, it could score too.
Yes, it sure could. Comes the payoff pitch. Hit into center field.
It's going to bloop. Good little hustle and
Nice
nice
play
job.
there.
Good job by Nelson. Had to really come on there at the end. That ball's curving away from him
Yes,
with
it
that
was
wind.
tailing away. Exactly. Made a nice little run. Good little play there.
So Blunt comes in and
Puts the fire out.
puts the fire out, but a little bit of damage as there are going to be 6. I'm going to go back here and count again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs across the plate. Hit-wise, I've got to look here a little bit because we had an error too. And I got a double, and I had a single. So I'm showing 2 hits in the inning, 6 runs, and then there are going to be 2 men left on base. But we go in the bottom of the 5th inning. E-Town is up 10-0, and
0, yes.
John Hardin's going to have to put something on the board, or this one's going to be over a little early.
Yes,
John.
sir. Yes, sir.
And we have Nelson, Banks, and Blunt as the scheduled hitters here in the 5th. And
As we're heading to
Let me-
the 5th, scheduled hitters for the Bulldogs, Nelson, Banks, and Blount.
to go back and say something about our crew here today.
Sure,
I want
absolutely.
to
That's
thank
a good
them.
idea.
Lauren Wilson and Adam Thomas from Central Hardin, Gabe Stallcup from North Hardin. We'll probably see Gabe next week over there.
Yes.
Tacoma Yahola, here from John Hardin's a senior. Dale Ming's our director, and we thank them for all their
Yeah, absolutely.
work, and I'm glad they got a better day.
They made us look and sound good today.
Hey, Adam I told Adam, I said, you look a little more comfortable than you did usually. Yeah, boy, but I don't think you can get enough clothes on where they were.
We got Trevor Nelson batting. First pitch to him was a ball. The second one he swung on and fouled off. So count as 1-1 to him. He just made a nice catch in the outfield to end the E-Town rally. Ball's outside for ball 2.
Yeah,
balls,
that ball,
one strike.
the wind caught that ball
Yes,
and was
sir, it
really
did.
pushing it down. He had a long way to go. And
Sure did. Williams has pitched well. He's settled down and had some good innings here.
And he's had a longer inning that inning. He set a little bit, so
Yes.
here with a freshman, you have to you work on things. You work on your composure. You work on things you're okay. And the other thing, well, I got this big lead now. What I do, try to strike them out? No, you let these people work. Long run and caught.
Yes.
Okay, that was
Interesting.
Yeah, that almost thought it was going to fall. Greenwood got over there, and then that wind kept carrying it. But
Sure did.
I thought it was over his head, but
He recovered well and made it.
The
Made
ball
it
hit well.
Bulldogs, number 32, Banks.
So that brings Jay Banks, number 32, the right fielder, up for John Hardin.
Banks struck out, and this is his second hit.
That one's off the end of the bat to third base. Third baseman comes in, steps across, and he's safe. He legged it out, hustled.
Infield hit.
Did you ever have any of those infield hits?
Little League.
Okay.
I call them infield hits. They couldn't catch it.
There you go.
I could hit it. They couldn't catch it. I wasn't extremely fast.
So Banks hustles for a base hit. That brings Javon Blount, the pitcher, to the plate with one out.
Well, that's what John Hardin needed. They needed
And
that.
they just picked
Him off.
him off first base for out number 2.
That is 3 pickoffs tonight.
Wow.
And I'm saying that's just what Central needed. They had to get that guy over there to get him on and to get that run in, and now we get a pickoff for the second out. So here's Blount now.
He's last man standing here.
That's right. He's got to be on base.
First pitch to him is a ball up high.
And this is things that you learn in the league
Yes, sir.
season. You're a safety there. You're not going to get a big lead. You're not going to try anything silly because we've got to score a
cut right
run
there.
to stay in it.
Yes.
And so
So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Waller had a couple of good pickoff moves. And
Yes, he
that
did.
Looked like
Yes, he did.
Mr. Williams is learning to do.
1-1 count. Swung on. Strike 2. Javon has hit the first time up, walked, stole a base, got as far as third. It's as far as he's gotten. All right, 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Elizabethtown is ahead 10-0 at the moment. Strike 3. Parsons hangs on with a third out of the inning.
And that's the ball game.
And that'll do it.
10-run rule will take
Yes, sir.
effect. I show John Hardin with no runs on 2 hits in this ball game, and that's me. I'm not the official scorer.
Sure.
And if I haven't picked up the Panthers, and I'm kind of running through this quickly, I'm looking at 5,
On behalf of
6,
John Hardin High School, we ask
and,
you to drive safely to your next destination.
look a little bit here. I think they had 7 hits. And I could be off 1 or 2 here. I'm looking down through here quickly on this lineup. 7 hits, 10 runs. And that's a big part of this. The winning pitcher is Williams.
Yes.
The loss will go to...
Complete game for Camden. That's
yeah,
great. That's
Camden
good
Williams,
for him.
complete game. 5 innings. The loss, of course, went over to Cameron Waller, who pitched better than the score indicates, because none of those last 6... he had to go out with a back spasm or something of that nature.
Right.
He went out and make it will. And well, we appreciate the hospitality. We're nice, and these nice new press box here is just wonderful. That we
Interesting.
have gotten here to. Well, like I said, this may be the first game we broadcast up here, so I don't know. It's the first game we broadcast here is baseball.
Right. Nice facilities.
Nice.
Nice folks have taken good care of us.
As usual, we always seem to find a home, whether we're over in E-Town
Exactly.
or North or Central, and
Always take good care of us.
Here's the thing I want to tell you. I wanted to do this. I'm just going to put this in here. Listen, when you come out to these games, you got to go see these baseball boosters because they got some great food over here.
Sure.
North does, Central does, John
Right.
Hardin does, E-Town does. So come out, get your snack over here because
Yes.
they got some grilled
Don't- yeah.
burgers and dogs, all this stuff, and all these baseball boosters, and all that money goes back into the baseball.
That's exactly right. You're helping
so,
these players
so
and
you can help
teams
them
out.
out. I'd like to have a hamburger off with all these people. Let them bring their best burger. We do that, but everybody can vote for that, and they can send all their votes to Gina. How's that sound? And
That
everything.
sounds good.
But we have a final score here: Elizabethtown 10, John Hardin nothing. Again, back to say a quick thank you to the people that keep us going all the time, and that is Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, eTownApartments.com, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, West Point Bank. Our next scheduled broadcast will be Thursday at a week from today, will be Central Hardin at North Hardin on that schedule. Chris, any last thoughts?
That's it. Enjoyed it. Always
Enjoy
enjoy
it.
it, man. Thank you.
10-0, our final score. The Panthers get a district win. For Chris Kiker, this is Dan McCamish. We're signing off, and come out and support these teams.
This has been a Hardin County Educational Community Television Student production. Live local sports are on Brandenburg Telecom Channel 1, and all rebroadcast on Brandenburg and Comcast Cable's Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and on our YouTube site. Also check out our live sporting events on nfhs.com or visit us at hardin.k12.ky.us. Hardin County Educational and Community Television located in Hardin County, Kentucky, a division of Hardin County Schools, airing on Brandenburg, Comcast, and Spectrum, and also streaming online.
Providing live coverage of local high school sports.
Covering community and school events, while teaching students along the way.
HCEC-TV, the area's leading educational and government access channel, training the next generation of media arts students.
Control your home even when you're not there with Brandenburg Telecom's home automation service. Turn lights on and off, lock and unlock doors, and change settings on your thermostat using your smartphone or tablet. Stop worrying whether or not you remembered to close the garage door, and save money by programming your thermostat to reduce energy used when you're not home. Call Brandenburg Telecom for a free quote and enjoy the convenience of having home automation, phone, TV, and internet service, all from one local company.
All right, son, you ready to open your first savings account?
Yes, I am.
West Point Bank has been growing with our customers for over 30 years. We know what it takes to support them in every stage of their life. You need a bank that you know and trust to help you reach your goals and make your dreams come true. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple.
You have a choice because not all physical therapy is the same.
So when you need physical therapy, come to the one chosen as Hardin County's Reader's Choice winner 4 years in a row.
We are always working to better educate and stay ahead of the latest advancements in physical therapy.
Physical therapy can get you back doing what you love to do.
If you're experiencing pain, loss of mobility, or just want to feel better,
come see us at Physical Therapy Associates in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Hardinville, and now open in Brandenburg.
Hey, Elizabethtown, need a new pad? Hop on over to eTownApartments.com or call 268-RENT for all your rental needs. Look for our trucks, they're all over town. We have apartments, townhomes, duplexes, and houses. Remember to hop on over to eTownApartments.com or call 268-RENT. Rent for all your rental needs.
With a nationwide network that goes where you go and data that travels at your speed, Bluegrass Cellular strives to connect in more ways with the community, with the world, and most important, with you. Now at Bluegrass Cellular, double your discount when you buy a new smartphone. Get twice your trade-in value up to $650. Why settle for less when you can do more with a new smartphone and get more for your trade? To learn more, visit bluegrasscellular.com or stop by your nearest location to trade in and save today. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
Exterminating, a locally owned, family-run pest control company, has been serving Hardin County and the surrounding area since 1976. E-Town Exterminating provides pest control for residential and commercial properties. E-Town Exterminating on Ring Road in Elizabethtown. Phone 737-6900.
E-Town Exterminating, what the buzz is all about.
For additional information on HCEC-TV programming, call 270-769-8855 or email gina.ryan@hardin.kyschools.us. On behalf of HCEC-TV, we would like to thank all of our live sports coverage sponsors.